Staying, though, in the land of big tech, Microsoft eliminating 300 more jobs just weeks after cutting thousands last month. Disney also announcing job cuts. Here with more is Bloomberg Technology Co-host Caroline Hyde. And Caroline, 300 is not a huge amount, relative to the rest of Microsoft's workforce. But what's going on here?
Well, you need a lot of power for AI. You don't need so many software developers and engineers, it seems. And so actually, when we saw 6,000 people cut from Microsoft, that was announced back in May, a large proportion of those people who were said farewell to are indeed development engineers here. And that's because we're seeing Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, say, we are doing about 30% of our coding now via artificial intelligence. So everyone's trying to rework their workforce, whether that means you need fewer software engineering talent, or that means you actually just need to go out, goodbye to the old, in with the new, reorientate yourself. Look, we heard similar things coming out of Salesforce. So as they gave us their numbers last week, we heard that they too are perhaps not having to hire at the same pace as usual. They're able to slow hiring. And instead, they're beefing up the sales department because they've actually got all the product, and now that they're able to start selling a little bit more rapidly. But this is really being echoed across the technology front. You're seeing people get leaner and leaner and focusing more on putting money on the energy side, the infrastructure side, and just developing the AI product. But for that, perhaps you need fewer people.
And it's interesting to note that we're having this conversation ahead of 10 a.m. JOLTS data when it comes to job openings. And of course, the payrolls print on Friday. You mentioned that you're seeing this across the tech industry, but it's not just tech. We got some interesting news from Disney yesterday, also planning to lay off several hundred workers. And they've laid off really thousands of positions in recent years.
I think it's about 8,000 have gone in recent years from Disney. Now, this is, again, not large when you think about 250,000 people that Disney currently has under employee base. But they are shedding a couple of hundred, it seems, once again in the content side. So we're thinking marketing, you're thinking just the way in which you're going to go out and promote movies and content. They're slimming down there once again because times are tough. They want to make fewer movies, get more bang for their buck, and we know what's happening to content, the amount of shakeups that are happening at Comcast, the way they're selling off MSNBC and CNBC. You've seen, of course, Paramount thinking about its own costs and being leaner. Warner Brothers has done a big overhaul as well. So this is, again, a restructuring vibe. And when you just think across the whole plethora here of technology and content, people are just trying to reorientate their workforce for a future. I go back to Microsoft saying, look, the spokesman saying we continue to implement organizational changes necessary to best position the company for success. It's a dynamic marketplace.